All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to another day of learnings and practice. So today we'll just continue from last class that was on Tuesday. Who can remind us what we did last class? That was on Tuesday. Who can remind us what we did? Anyone? Anyone? Can someone remind us what we did in our previous class?
So I wasn't in the last class, but I watched part of the video and we talked about something. We talked about something about constructors, I think.
Okay, have you finished watching the video?
No, I haven't.
It will affect you in today's class, so I said I'm not going to
Yeah. Yes, I'll
explain
do it.
what I did.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Okay, it's all right. All right, let me go and start this stuff. 15th, 17th. Okay, today 17th. Okay, can you see my Visual Studio?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, it's coming up. All right, it should be up now. Pinala, switch to. How about now?
Nope, but I'm still seeing the presentation slide. Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, I'll see it. Just
All right. Okay, thanks. So this was what we did in our last class. We talked about constructors, how to write a constructor. Then we talked about different method overloads and how it's useful. And we talked about methods and properties. So today I will create an application that looks more like a real application. So I'll be using the console to create different instances of an object. So last class was just creating instances of a user. Today I will continue by creating instances of other entities like the project, the tasks, and comment. Yeah, if there's time. So enjoy yourself as we kick off. Any question? Well, none. So let's do this now. User. Okay, starting class testing. Can I be heard? I think they're warning me of my network.
yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Or is breaking, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay. Is it still breaking?
No, it's okay now.
Hello, is it still breaking? Hearing myself. All right, let me. Someone mute, please. Okay. All right. So we'll delete this. I have user one, and I have user one and user two. So I'm going to create two instances of these users. For user one, it will have the following. I want to fill in the ID, which is 1, then followed by the email. Precious. I don't expect anyone to be confused with what I'm doing now. All right. Then password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and first name and last name. Last name. Steve. Okay. So for user 2, we have the same 2, samuel@gmail.com. Samuel has a very, very easy password. Samuel Ade. All right, so we have these 2 users now, user 1 and user 2. I have a method that will display user 1 information. So if I want to display the details of user 1, all I just need to do is to call in what? Let me write it here. Display user 1 info. Display user 1 info. That will be user 1 dot display user info, and it does that. Then for user 2, same thing. Same thing. So if I should run this, hope we are all following. Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So if I run this, I would have this. Let me show my details. Can you see my console? No, can't see it.
No.
All right, so I have this. There is an issue. Someone help me spot that out. User 1 is still displaying user 1. This is common error.
Line 24.
Okay. Line what?
24.
Okay, 24. I'm still calling user 1 instead of user 2. Okay. All right, thanks. So I would run it again. And I have this user ID, user 1 details, and this user details. So we have a method that is responsible for displaying user info, which is what we see in the user class, which is this. Okay. Now let's proceed to what if I want to, what did I say about user status? User status has to do with inactive, active, and all, right? What if I want to update the user status? Yeah, if I want to update the user status, yeah, who can suggest what I would do? I know there are ways to doing it. So tell me, how will you go about it? Anyone?
So let me just try.
Okay.
Well, I think the way to go about it is let's say we are using user two. We can do user two dot user status, and then we'll set the user status. We'll pass in the parameters, the
Okay.
setter parameter. Yes,
User 2 dot.
user status.
Okay. Well, to
Um, I don't. Should it be called to? Um,
we have 3 available table status. We have the active, inactive, suspended. So what will this be now?
It should be active because you're trying to set it to active, right?
Yeah, so how are we going to do it?
I'm trying to figure that out now. I'm just doing this from my previous knowledge. I mean, I've missed a lot of classes, but in this case now, I don't know how to call that set here before active. That's just my confusion because I
Okay,
think we have.
assigning value. Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You have-
Elosa, do you understand me?
Yeah, I do. I understand you. You have answered the question. Yep. So who else wants to help? Daniel? Hello. Everybody, those people that have put red card not to talk. I talk now. You know yourself. I won't call names.
So can you come again concerning the question? I didn't get the question very
Okay.
well.
Now, you know what we have done is when we created the user, we gave the user ID, email, password hash, first name, last name. We didn't give the user the account type, and we also didn't give the user status. So assuming I want to check the value, let's say I want to console log. Let me comment this. I want to console JavaScript. Okay. I want to bam, 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 bam. I want to console where is this? Yeah. User status is what? User console.writeLine. Okay. Okay. User one dot user status. I want to console write line this. If I run this, I will see null, meaning I have not set value for this particular user. So now I want to assign active to user two. How am I going to go about it?
Okay, you can use a conditional statements for them that if they met a certain requirement, it should be active. Or if they
No condition. No, I don't want condition. No, just tell me what to do. Just assign it. Don't look for any condition. How am I going to assign the value?
Okay. You can just do user.
Hmm?
oh, I see.
You
You
can do
said
user
what?
two
Okay.
user status equal to active as a
Equal to
string.
what?
Active
Like this?
as a string. Yeah, as a string.
Great. That's it. That's what I was looking for. As a string. Yep. Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Great. Hope we are all following. So this is one way we can assign a value to the one of the properties of a user, right? This is the first way. First way. First way. Now, the second way, who can tell me the second way? Hmm?
So I didn't get what you said about the first way. The first way is what, sir?
I thought you answered the question.
No, I'm not the one.
Okay. So there are ways of assigning values to a property, a user property. This is the first way where we just call in the user2 dot user status, which is this one, equal to the status. We are given three status to use: active, inactive, suspended. So these are the three status that are available in this application. We are to use any of the three, right? So the goal is to
Yes, sir.
change the user status to active. This is one way we go about it, where you call in the object name user2 dot the property and assign it the value active. It's just like saying user2 dot first name. You want to give assign a value of first name to the user2. User2 dot first name equal to Precious or Samuel or Abdul, right?
Okay. Yes.
Great. So what's the second way?
Mm,
Okay, Marian, Uba.
Okay, the second way is, I think, is to create a constructor for it.
I don't agree because we have created a constructor. When you create an instance of an object and you use the constructor, you can't use a constructor again to assign values because you have done it once, which is this. Do you get? But since you say we can use it, well, let's test it out now. So tell me what to write since you are saying we should use a constructor. Tell me what to write. Marianne?
So, I mean,
Okay, tell me, what should I do? You said I should use a constructor. Okay, I'm waiting for you.
mm, okay, create a constructor without the same name, display user info.
Hmm?
Creating a constructor without method name, display user info.
Yeah, wait, you were in the last class.
Yes, but I joined late and my network was so bad.
Did you watch the video?
I haven't.
Thank you. So we are going to struggle in this one. Hmm?
Okay, so
All right. So Daniel is saying, I still want to know how to use the getter and setter in the user status, or we won't be using it again. I still have to watch previous videos, but just so I can follow up this class. So what we are doing here is we are setting the value user2 dot user status. Because this user status has this set and get as public, it means I can assign value to this user status. But if I made this private, how do you mean I made this private? I'm saying nobody can assign value to this user status. Abdul, is that clear? Or was it Abdul that answered this?
Daniel, it's
Okay,
clear.
Daniel,
Yes.
is it clearer now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But if we assign private, that means no user at all can set a value.
You said what?
Like if we, as we are assigning it as private right now, it means that no user at all can assign a value to user status, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. But if that is the case, there's a second way that will help in doing that. And that leads us to the second way. So who is going to help out? Deligwe, go ahead.
Okay, so I think I'll guess in this case.
Your voice, oh, I can't hear
So
you
you
clearly.
can
Oh,
do
shout,
user
oh.
two. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can
Can you
manage
hear me?
you. Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I I said you can do user two dot user
Okay.
status dot set. So the set will now be like
Yeah,
a
interesting.
method. I'm not
Hmm.
100% sure.
No, I was like, is that a
Okay, no,
new
no, no,
C
no, no,
sharp
no.
upgrade? Hey, nah, 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 nah. Let me
Uh,
put back my privates. Yeah, what's the second way? Assuming the person that wrote this code prevented people from assigning values outside of this class. Let me put it that way. If there is a private here, it means you can't assign value outside. There is a second way that will help you to still assign value to the user too. Ah, okay.
okay, so this your question now is that we cannot we cannot change
You
for
can't
now
set
as you're
value
asking the question.
because I
We should
put
not
that
change anything
limitation.
on the
Yes.
yes, but if to answer your question, we are not changing anything on the user.cs, right?
Program.cs. Okay, user, you can, yeah, you can make use of the user.cs now. I'm just waiting for that right word or concept. What is the second way?
So I think since it's private, then it will have you have to change it within the class.
So public back, like remove the private.
Not really. You can use a method, a
That's what
new
I want to hear now, is
method.
method. That's what I want to hear now. From the last class, I said there are two ways of assigning values or creating when of assigning values to a user. First method is you create a constructor. Then if you want to assign values, you create a method and that will assign the values in the method in the class. Then call that method outside of the
Mm,
class. That's what I was expecting. So what we will do now is
yeah,
we'll create a method that updates user status, right?
yeah.
Public void um, update user status. So what's going to take in now? What do you think? What will be the parameter for this?
A string,
Okay,
string
so you are
status.
taking string, which is the new status. Okay, what else?
Then yeah.
Hmm?
So is it this? So this working in C sharp. So you can do
Okay,
you
I know
can do
this. We don't
this
need to
dot
use this again because
uh,
we use this. Okay, I'll come to this later in this course. I'll come. There's a reason for using this, right?
okay, then
Hmm.
do user status equal to new status.
Okay, exactly. So this is what I was expecting exactly. So if I want to change the user status and this is not allowed, the second way is to call user2 dot update user, then pass in the active and it changes it. So if I'm querying, if I want to query this, copy this is if I want to query this now, um user2 dot user status. So I want to query it now. This is not allowed now. Console right line this. So if I run this now, I should see Can you see my console? Okay,
We
you
are not
can
seeing your
see.
console.
All right. Mm. How about now? Can you see it now? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
All right. So we see our method update user status has helped us to change the value to active, which is what we see here. So there are instances, there are cases whereby as a developer, there are reasons to it, right? There's a reason why you'd want to prevent users from setting the value outside of this class. You want them to call a method. So when that scenario comes to play, we can actually implement method. Method is a way of assigning a value to properties of a user. Is anyone confused? Are we good?
Yes.
All right. So let me give a classwork now. Who am I going to ask now? Ede Gift. Can you hear me? Somewhere no did this class. No wonder. Ede Gift has run away. Okay. All right. Abdul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Let me do this so that nobody can set values outside private sets. So the next task is assign account type of user to be admin, right? There are two account type in this software. We have the user and admin. So I want you to assign admin account type to this user, to user one. Yeah, to user one. Yeah. So how am I going to go about that?
Okay. You can assign it by using user two. Is it user one that should assign admin to or
User
user one?
one. User
Okay,
one.
user one account type.
Mm-hmm.
Dot account type.
Okay.
Okay. Equals to
Mm-hmm.
dot quotation.
Mm-hmm.
Admin in the middle.
Admin. But we are having an error. Why do we have that error?
Is due to set it to private.
Great. So since they have blocked us from using the first way, what do we do?
And we can create a method.
All right, help me create it.
Okay. Public
Okay.
void.
Public void. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Account type.
Or are you confused?
No, I'm talking. You're not responding. I was even saying hello.
Okay, I
Hello.
can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, son. So public static void account type.
You are still using account type.
Yes.
Is account type a method
No,
name?
I can't use account type. No, you can use row.
You are still missing it.
Wait. Hold on,
What
I'm
is a
coming. Let me.
method?
The method
What is a
is,
method?
let's say, a method is just a, how will I put it? It
What
hold
a
all the,
class can do. What a class
yes, it
can
hold,
do, right?
yes.
Okay. So instead of wasting our time, let me ask somebody else. You will still come and complete it too. I want to ask
Okay, no problem, sir.
who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else want to try? Marian Uba, tell me the method name I will use for that method.
I don't get your question.
The method name I will use for this method.
We can use updates account type.
Thank you. That is an action. You don't just say account type. What are you doing with the account type? Do you want to delete
So,
it, or you want to edit, or you want to add, or you want to... So that action, you don't just say account type. The question would be,
no, the last time
I
I
mean,
said
what's this
row.
account type doing?
The
Eh?
last time I said row, I said row.
Even the row is wrong, because role is a variable name, ROLE, row. What are you doing with the row? Like, you need to be specific. Do you want to update the row, or do you want to delete the row, or you want to add row? So those action term like delete row, update row, like see this
Okay.
one now. See all this method name I'm using. What if I had
I
used
don't know what you're
user
doing.
info? It doesn't make sense now. What am I using with what am I using this user info for? What is it doing? That's where the action term comes in. I want to display user info. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Great. So update user status or update row, they are the same thing. They are valid method name. Okay. So
What of it? As like now, can we use user row
like
or that one?
update user row. That's the right thing. Do you get?
Yes, I get. That's not now.
Yeah. But we can't use user row because our property name is account type. So we should use something that will tally with the property name. Do you get?
Yes.
Yeah. Update account
Account type.
type. Open bracket string account type. Right? Then what will be here? Hmm? What's gonna be there?
Good afternoon. Yes.
What's going to be here?
So it's already there now.
Hey, let me off this thing. Oh, Expo. Expo. Damn. Who said he's already there? Your eye is sharp, oh. Ah, great. Yep. Let's see how you're going to get it. So, all right. Account type, account type. And that's it. So since this way doesn't work out, the next way is to call user1 dot update account type. Then we'll pass in what? Admin.
Admin.
Hope we are following.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, if I want to display, I think I should write all the information. This display user info should take everything. So let me just write all the user info here. Last name, what's the next thing? Account type and user status. Account type. Account type. Okay. Account type. And user status. Status. Okay. User status. So as of here, when we run this, where is it? When we run this, where is it? Yeah, user one dot display user info. As of this line 20, when we ran the code, it was showing null for most of them. Let's run it. So this is my console. We have here password hash, first name, last name, account type, no, status, no. Who can tell me why we are still having no, even when I've written the code that has assigned account.
I can't hear anything.
Hello, can someone hear me? Okay, my network
Yes,
is
sir.
bad, very bad.
We
Sorry
Okay,
can hear
about
we
my.
you
can
now.
hear you now.
We can hear you.
You can hear me now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I tested the code and I'm having account type no, status no. Who can tell me why? Even when I've updated it to
Contact.
admin,
I, I think it's because we set it to private.
I set it to private. What did I set to private?
No, you told me you.
Um, sir, can you just move your console out of the way? Let me see the rest of the code, please.
Hmm. Okay, I don't want to waste much time. So this is the reason why. As of this line, we have not assigned values for user 2. So it's going to take that null. So if I want to get the update, I just need to repeat this line here down again to take the update. Do you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, I get.
Yep. So if I should run this now, I'll get the value status active. Account type is no, because we have not actually assigned. We assigned user 1 the account type. That's why there is no here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there's a reason for waste of spending so much time on this, because all these are things I faced, right? You would debug and all. So you need to know some things you encounter as you practice and all. Okay, now let's go ahead to project. After creating the user, the next thing is to create a project. Let me delete this now. Okay. All right. We just make use of user 1. Okay. So I'll be making use of the second way, assigning values for wherever I don't want people to set their values outside. Okay. Project class test. We are done with the user. Two. testing project. How do I create the instance of a project? Is simply project, then the name, project 1 equal to new project, then we'll pass in the ID, which is 1. Then, but we are skipping something. Let's go to project class. And someone will tell me what's the first thing I need to do since I want to use a constructor. All right. So these are project class. Who can tell me what I would do? I want to use a constructor to pass in the ID, to create the ID, the title, the description, then the particular user that created the project, that is creating the project, and the date time, that's when it's being created and all. Are we all following? All right, Deligwe, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Deligwe. Hello. Deligwe, you can
Oh,
talk.
sorry, I was talking. Sorry, I was even talking. So
Okay,
I
what
said I
do
was
I
not
need to
raising my
do?
hand to answer the question, but I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've seen that you usually like write your methods on top and the properties are left down. Yeah, I wanted to know if that is like the
Nah, that's my
convention
own convention.
or
Yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm used to. You can decide to, when you work in a company, right? Companies, they follow one pattern, right? They are unique for a
yeah,
particular flow. So where I work, it doesn't necessarily mean, although where you work, or you'll be working in a team, and in the team you'll be asked to put your constructor first, your method second, then your properties will be the last. Why some other teams, it depends on your team lead or your supervisor. If your supervisor say, let properties be first, constructor second, method third, you go that way. So it doesn't mean, it doesn't matter. So anyway, any way you arrange it. Just, I'm used to this way.
okay.
Yeah.
So you said I not really get the question, Sha. So you want a constructor of what values
You
now?
have actually said it, Sha. I want to use a constructor to create a project object, right? So the first thing is to add a constructor that will take in this argument, right?
Yeah.
Great. So project. Then there's a short way. If you don't want to type in the constructor in full, you can just type CTOR and enter. It's going to automatically create the constructor for you. Okay. All right. So this project now should take in what? The first one is the ID. I need the title. What else? I need description. I need the person that created this, which is what? What will I use? I want to pass in parameter for the person that created this project. What am I going to use? What data type will I use?
It should be a string.
Okay.
Uh,
Who else want to say something? Okay, let's go with string. All right. String created by, all right. All right, when we reach that error. Then the next one will be the date, the start date. Yeah, start date. Yeah, just fill the start date. So the start date, what will be the data type for the start date?
Date time.
Hmm?
Date
All
time.
right. Date time, then start date. So let's stop there. Then you open your bracket. Okay, I have a bracket there already. Then does that end there? Does it end there? What's the final thing? What do I need to do now?
You don't include any dates.
Okay. End date now. I wanted to leave that as an assignment. So I'll leave that as an assignment to someone that would want to think of a way. End date has to do with, it will make you to research anyway. It's going to force you to research. It's more like some calculation, or there are some methods inside this date time class that will help you do that. So I purposely would not touch that. I'll just leave that as an assignment for someone, for you guys to go and try that out. End date has to do with a calculation between now and the future. You know, the end date is the future now, right?
Yes.
Great. So there's a way to go about that. So I just give that. If I can't do it, I can do it, but I want you guys to go and think about it, think on how to do it, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Just do it.
Yep. So I'll leave that, and let me just put here assignment. Okay. So start date. Okay. What's the final thing here? What do I need to do here? What do I need to do there?
No.
Why is the class door like Ede Gift, Marian, Deligwe, Daniel? Is today's class hard? This is all we did in our last class now.
Sir.
Gift. Hello?
Like I hear you. I'm just
So the problem is that network is bad where I am, so it now make me not to even able to understand what is happening.
Okay, I
So that's why
understand. It's
I
fine.
have been silent
You
all this
watch the
while.
video. No problem. It's fine. It's okay. All right.
Thank you.
I beg go. Somebody talk. What do I need to do? You can go ahead. You don't need to raise your hand. Just talk.
But inside this place, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Inside this, you have already called the constructor. So it's not to implement those constructor, like to call it inside this place, like using, I don't know how to explain it, but like bringing it inside. That's what I mean.
So tell me what to do. Just tell me the line of code to write. If you don't remember the English, just tell me the line of code.
Okay.
And that's why I said you have not watched the last video, right?
I'm not
so
chance.
can I
It's fine.
try?
Yeah, Daniel, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, I think what we'll do here is we'll define a variable and then set it to these arguments that we are getting in, so that they will actually be stored somewhere. As because as it is right now, is
Did you
not
watch
being
the last
stored.
video?
No, I did not.
Nah. That's why you're not getting it clearly, Sha. Yeah. Who was in the last
Okay.
class?
ID. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so you do ID
Assign the property name
equal to
ID. That's what I was looking for.
equal maybe.
Equal to the parameter coming in.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Straight up. Do same thing for title. Title equal to the parameter title. That is what you need to do. I won't explain why, because we need to watch the previous video. I spent much time on this last class to try and watch it. Same thing, description equal to description created by uh, equal to created by date time. Okay, start date equal to um 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 um, um STA equal to start date, right? Yeah, let's just end there. Start date equal to start date. Okay, so we have this, but we have an error. Let's check the error. Cannot implicitly convert type string to the object user. Why? What are we missing out?
I think it's from the constructor.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Great. So because this created by the properties, the property of this, the data type of this property is a user.
User.
It has to be the same with the parameter created by, which is user and not a string. I know I talked about this in the last class. So user. Are we good? All right, we are good. So let's go ahead and do that. So we are done with this. Let's go back to the console to create the instance of project one. I hope I'm not speaking in parables. So this one, the class, be quiet. I just hope we are following. Comma, title. What's the title of this project? The title of this project will be what? Will be, let's say, website design. Then description. The description could be design the hero page. And finally, date time, right? The start date of the project. Let's say you want to start it now, right? If you want to start it now, this is how you write the code, sha. Date time, there's date time. Date time is a class. Now, I said something of accessing the members of a class, right? This date time is inbuilt in C#, inbuilt functions. So whenever you want to access the members of a class, what do you do?
I think we'll use the dot. I don't know if I'm correct.
Yeah, dot to access the members. And these are the members. These are the available members of this date time class. We have the compare method, days in months equals from binary, from this and that. But what I want to use is now, date time dot now, to give me the current date of this project. So I'm going to use this. So he's going to give me the current date and the current time, right? So datetime.now. The reason why I'm using datetime is because the parameter is using what? This. Are we all following? Hello?
Yes, I'm following.
Great. Yep. Marian, go ahead.
So my question is this time a data type or what?
Datetime is a data type, yes. Classes are data types, yeah. Datetime is a data type too, yep. Inbuilt in C#. As we progress, we'll see other data types, okay? One of them is datetime, which is a class data type. The user you created, this project you created is your own custom data type. Anything, any class or data type that is created by you, we say it's a custom data type or custom class. Do we get that? Are we good? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, good.
All right. But we are having an error. So let's check what is wrong. Let's go over on it. It's saying there is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter description of project this new. So it's telling us that there is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter description. But if you check, I have actually given the ID one, the website, which is the title, the description, which is design the hero page, right? Design the hero page. Second one is fourth one is the user. I've not actually passed in the argument of the user. Do you get? So after the description, the next thing is what? User, which is the object. So what am I going to put in here as my argument? What am I going to put here?
User one.
All right. Saying user one is the one that created this. And finally, I have my date time. But I'm still having this error. Which is saying description. There is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter description. We have this int ID, which is this one. String title, which is website design. String description, which is design the hero page. User created by, which is the user one. Date time, start date is actually the date time dot now.
We are missing description of the project.
You're missing created by ID.
We are missing the description of the project.
But this is the description of the project now.
Created by
No,
ID.
that's title.
Sorry?
Title. Oh, yes, it's true.
This is it. So something is wrong somewhere. One, which is the ID. String title, website design. Description, design the hero page. The user that created it, user one. Date time, which is that. but it is saying that there is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter description.
So from the error message it's saying string. So I don't know why it's still
Sorry?
registering. And then from the error message, it's still saying that the user one is string. So like if you read the error message, it's saying no argument, new no argument description of project. So it's not capturing the type of that user one. I think
It's
that's
not
why
capturing.
the type of the user one that we use.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. But we have five arguments. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You know, like
5.
if you see the message, like there is no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter description of project.project, then in string, date, time.
String.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's what it is.
String. We are using string instead of string user. So something is wrong. Something is wrong here. Because we are using string user. So where is it getting that additional string? Let me build this first. Let's build this to know why we're having that. Bam. The error is gone, right?
Yeah.
Great. So that brings us to the use case, the usefulness of this
So
build.
please, what do you do?
So there are times when this Visual Studio can be stubborn at times. Like within yourself, like you are right, you are absolutely right. But Visual Studio sometimes it misbehaves and it's still getting the old data. It has not updated it has not updated the version to the current state, which is where I change the string to user. So there are times it happens that way, and the only thing you need to do is to build. When you build the solution, Visual Studio preloads the project to the latest version. Do you get? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. All right. So let's proceed. So this is what we have. So if I want to um if I want to print the project details, right? I can create a method for that. So let's create a method for that. I would use this information here, then change it. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. Project ID. Project ID. Next one is the title. Title. Next one is description. Then the user. The user and date. Start date. There's a part I'll tell you guys to go and figure out. So let me just finish that first. You research on how to go about it. So we have project ID, the title, which is this title, right? Description. No, I don't need this again. first name. I don't need this again. I don't need this again. All right, so we have the user start date, which is this. Hope we are all following. I want to create a method that displays project info. All right, so if I call in project one dot display project info, what am I going to see? What am I going to see? There is an error. Where is the error now? Where is the error? And there's no error now. Let me run it again first. There were build errors. Would you like to continue your last? No. But where is the error? Where am I seeing the error? I don't have any error here now. User. There is no error here. There is no error. So where is the error coming from? The C# wants to be misbehaving. I run it again. Yes, run it. So you see this. Testing project class. Can you see my console?
Sir.
Can you see my console?
Yes, sir.
Today's class is dull. What is happening now?
Network is bad. Network.
My network, right?
Even my own. I don't know about others. It's very bad today. Annoying.
Wow. Sorry, guys. So this is my console, and I've printed this out. Project one dot display project info. But I'm not still getting this. I'm not still getting the output. So what I do in instances, in cases, scenarios like this, is I just have to build the solution to make sure there is no error. Yet I'm seeing one field. So let's try rebuild. Rebuild. So one thing with the difference between build and rebuild is build now, it reloads the project. Rebuild has to do with doing it twice. Yeah, doing it twice and all to make sure there are no errors and all. So if you check, you realize that there is a place I didn't put a semicolon, right? So I just need to double click and it takes me there, which is this side. Hope you are following. I'm showing us way of debugging and writing our code well. So I'll run this again and I should see my console. This is my console now. This is my console. Project one. Can you see my console?
Yes, sir.
Great. So I have
Yes,
project
ma'am.
ID 1, title, website, description, design this. User equals to tax management 3.user. But what I wanted, the preferred output I wanted to see is the user's name, the user that created this project. I want to see the name, not this object, task management 3. Do we all get the issue? I want to see the user name, the user first name, not the object.
Yes.
That as a task for you to go and figure out. Just try it out. Let's see what you can drop it on the channel, right? However you go about it, drop it on the channel. Okay. So it's a way to learn. So So I have tax 2, make the user first name display. So I have tax 1, I have tax 2. This assignment 1, right? This is assignment 2, tax 2. Okay. So we are done with the project. Okay, we are done with the project. Next is what? What if?
So sorry.
All right, go ahead.
So I did not get the assignments 1 that you gave. Sorry, assignments 1 and 2, two of them.
Okay. So for the assignment 1, when creating a project, I'm passing in what the ID, title, description, created by, and date, start date. So the assignment 1 is for you to recreate this constructor, but this time around include what? Comma, include start end date. Let's assume your end date for this project is in 3 months time, right? I want you to write that 3 months time here. There's a way to go about it. I want you to write it here. That, let's say in 3 months time, on just find a date, or let's say it's August 15th, right? August 15th. I want you to represent that August 15th. Yeah. You get it? Meaning this is what I
Yes,
would
sir.
want to see. If this is the first constructor, another constructor could be this one, but this time around, it will take in what? Date time, end date. Yeah, it's going to take in date time, end date. So if you are putting it here, it will be what? End date equal to end date. End date. But how are we going to write this end date, the future? How are we going to pass it? What value are we going to pass in that scenario? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
But still confused. But so the second one.
The second one is this. I implemented a method that will display project info, which is this. But after running this was what I got. This is what I got. Project ID, this one, title, this, description, this. The user, I want to see the user's first name. The user that created this is actually displaying what? The object, the C# object. But I want to see the user. For this user, I want to see Gideon or Precious. Yeah, not tax management 3.user. Do you get?
Yes, sir. So should we include it in the assignment that you gave us? Or we
No, before
just
our next class. Just drop it on the channel. Whatever you get, drop it on the channel. Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
All right. Let's proceed. So we are done with the project class. We are done with the project class. Any question? Is it hard? Tell me your mind, though. Is it
Have
hard?
plenty questions to ask, but still need to watch the video because of what network is saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I need to watch the video.
Okay, okay. So when you watch
So
the
do you get
video
what I'm
and you are
saying?
confused, you can drop it on the channel. You don't need to wait for next class. Just drop it on the channel. Then
Okay, sir.
anyone can reply or respond, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Third one now will be tax.
Which other one? Which one looks like an okay.
Hello, who is talking? To do tax. Yeah, to do tax class test. So how are we going to do this? Same way. So I'm going to write it because of time. I'm going to write it because I know we are familiar with this. So testing
Oh, that.
to do
Oh, that.
class.
Let me.
Someone is making noise. Please mute your mic. So we have to do. Now, the concept of var, I made mention of different data types. We have the int, we have the string, we have the class. Oh, there's a keyword called var, right? There's a keyword called var, right? So let me write this out in full, then I'll explain what this var does. To do tax equal to new to do tax semicolon. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Great. So what this var does is it works dynamically, right? It looks at the right hand side of the right hand side of the implementation or the code, right? It checks the data type that is used here. If the data type here is to do string, it's going to assign the same data type to this variable. That's what it does. It works dynamically, right? So if I have, let's say my value was, I'm using a string, right? So instead of using this or writing string word equal to this, right? If I use var word2 equal to this is word, it checks the right hand side, the data type of the right hand side. If it is a string, automatically this will be a string because of this var. It takes the right hand side, it checks the right hand side data type. If the data type of the value of the right hand side is a string, then it assigns string to the variable. Is that confusing?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, sir. It's confusing.
It's confusing, right? Which part? Like, okay, the question is, why would I want to use var when I could use string?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Yes.
Great. So there are some data types or there are some classes that you would create, which is very long. We can have a class. Maybe you're asked to create a class called um, 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 student management system tests. Okay, student management system. That's the name of a class, right? Let's say you are asked to you create a class called, let's do it here, public class, and then the name is student management system object, right? This is the name of the class. Then put your bracket. This is the name of the class, right? Great. Now, there are two ways of creating an instance of this class. The first way is this. You call the class name, right? Student management object, system object, then you call it test1, which is the variable name, right? Test2 equal to new student management, then you open your bracket. Now, one use case of device, if the name is long, the class name, right? There are many reasons, right? So one of the reasons for now is if the class name is very long, right? And I don't want to stress myself always typing this full name, this full class name every time. If I want to create another instance, I have to type this. I have to type this, then create another instance, maybe test2 equal to new student, student management, whatever. So instead of doing that, I can just use var, then passing test3 equal to new student management, whatever. And it's the same way. So it has prevented me from typing this in full in just fewer words, which is var. And dynamically, it checks the right side. If the right side has a data type, student management system, automatically test3 will have that same data type. Either this or this works fine. It's still confusing, right?
Yes.
Don't worry. That is why I didn't want to introduce var now. So we will not be using var for now. Because I can bet you in let's say from now in 3 weeks time, someone will complain about something. So let me just leave it that way. Yeah, let me just leave it that way.
But sir,
But,
can we be
yeah.
using val and also use string at the same time?
Nah. It won't
But you
work that
must
way.
use one val.
You must use one. Yeah.
Okay.
var string word 222 equal to this. This something is wrong somewhere. Let me build this first. Having error somewhere. And this is the error here now. I've closed it already. The variable word2 is assigned, but its value is never used. Where is the word2 now I'm using? Word2. They have deleted word2 now. Let me rebuild. Sorry. Okay, this is the error. This is what I'm waiting to see. Yeah. So this is it. So it's saying syntax error. Like we're having syntax error. Let me just delete this one. So this is what I'm expecting now. Syntax error. It's just telling us I can't use it together. var string. I have to use one. If I choose not to use string, this works dynamically. If I ask, what is the data type of this value here? This what you did here. What's the data type?
The question.
Yeah, what is the data type of this here? What's the data type?
String.
I'm still confused with
A
data
string.
type.
A string.
What's the data type of this value?
String.
A string.
A string, right?
Yes.
I have num equal to 6. What's the data type of this value 6?
Int.
Int.
Is int.
Int. So therefore, what will be the data type of this num?
Of which one?
Of num, of the variable num.
The data type is int. That's what I said.
And it still works even when we use var. What I'm saying, I don't if you if you are confused with what
var.
hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Yeah. You were saying something?
I said the reason why is that var operates in such a way that it recognizes the data type that has been assigned previously.
Dynamically.
Dynamically, yes.
It works in a dynamic way. So I don't know. I don't need to explicitly say it is a string by doing this. This is doing it explicitly, right? Or maybe int, yeah. This is explicitly defining an initializing your variable with int. Now I want it to work dynamically. I want var to automatically assign the data type of whatever is in my right-hand side to be what is in my variable, right? Let's continue. Don't worry, as we proceed, it will become clearer. Yeah? Don't want to spend time here. All right. That was why I didn't want to talk about var then. All right, let's proceed. But who else is confused? Deligwe, is it confusing?
No.
Deligwe, Daniel, Abdul, Edegift, Marian Abate, Marian Uba. Is it confusing?
No, I'm not confused.
Okay. So what I usually advise, right, when you are confusing something, just research. The more you practice, you come across all these terms, all these keywords. You don't just like the difference between someone who is very, very brilliant, who performs well in class, and someone who is average is because the person who is very brilliant would take more time to research. That's the difference between the most brilliant and the average student. Like it's based on the time you give to this course, this backend development, right? That's why I'll always advise try to practice, try to research, try to just test things out yourself. Okay, you don't just sit and let's say you just sit and you depend on my teaching. You will not learn that way. Like you're not going to learn that way. So just try your best. After class, after every class, every day, try things out yourself. Research the knockoff textbook. That knockoff textbook. If I ask now, who is going through that knockoff textbook? There's a reason I dropped that knockoff textbook because as a tutor, I'll do my best to cover the basic, the foundation. But C sharp is very, very, it's huge, it's very broad. Like it's a whole lot. Me personally, covered, I've not completed that knockoff textbook, like because it's a whole lot and you tend to cover more grounds based on experience, right? So I'm just advising that knockoff textbook is like what we call our C sharp dictionary. Okay, so our C sharp dictionary. Everything I'm doing here, everything is in that textbook. There are exercises in that knockoff textbook. Attempt it, try it out yourself from chapter 1. Just try it out yourself. If you are stuck, reach out to me, drop it on the group, and they would respond to you. I'll respond to you, okay? Is that clear?
All right, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Hmm. So for this to-do tax now, it's the same way, right? The to-do tax is the same way with what we have been doing. It's the same way with what we have been doing. Hmm. Let's go to our to-do tax. It has something unique. Okay, these are to-do tax. So we have the title description created by assignees. This assignees is it's something that will become tricky. We have the assignees. How do we make use of lists? I think we have enough time. Yeah. How do we make use of? I want to add assignee. Maybe two people can be assigned a task, right? I can create a task called create a website and I can assign 2 users for that task. How do I add 2 users to this list of assignees? That's what we want to do. Okay. Any question before we proceed? We'll say end. Hello.
No questions, sir.
All right. Thanks. Let's talk about list first. Let's talk about list. List data type. List data type. List data type. Have I did I teach about arrays? Have I taught arrays in this class?
No.
Okay, I've not talked about arrays in this class. Okay, I've not talked about arrays in this class. So it's going to be confusing if I talk about lists without talking about arrays. So all right. How do we do this? Okay, let me just explain the list, how the list works, right? List is a data type which works similarly to this. List, let me create a list class. List is inbuilt. It's like your custom class. The difference between this list and your to-do task is your to-do task is the one you created yourself, while list data type is what comes with C#. Are we all following? Do we get that?
Yes, sir.
So you say that the list is what make up the list.
Difference
Sorry.
between list, which is a data type, difference between a list and the to-do task is that this to-do task, or whatever, is a custom class. Why is it a custom class? Answer that. Why is it a custom class? Why is it a custom class? The gifts. Why is it a custom class?
So that's the question I'm asking you.
I've been mentioning custom class from the beginning. Samuel, go ahead. Tell why is it a custom class?
I just came in not like okay. Why is to do tax
A
a custom
custom
class, right?
class.
Okay, the reason why we can call to do a tax a custom class because we are the one um that write the properties, as in we are the one that imputed our own properties, so they are customly made. But there are some classes they are already predefined in the C# world. There are some classes that are already predefined. So these ones that we wrote by ourselves are the reason we called custom class because we were the one that made them by ourselves. Am I correct?
Exactly. So there are classes that comes with C# that's inbuilt in C#. We didn't create it ourselves. It came when we installed Visual Studio and we installed some C# packages, right? While there are classes we create ourselves. So if I ask you now, who created this to-do task? Who created it? Is it C# or you? I know say you say it's me. Oh. Who created the to-do task?
Us.
Edegi.
Sir,
Edegi.
sir,
Who created this to-do task? This
sir,
class.
it generated to that class when you created the new. Is you now?
So human, any human
Hello.
that creates a class, they call that a custom. Custom means what humans create or implement. Do you network? Can you hear me?
Partial.
Yeah.
It was breaking before.
Oh, sorry. But can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Custom class are classes humans implement or create themselves, right? Why the list not create at all? I did not create it. Came when I installed C# or Visual Studio. It came along. So that's what we call inbuilt classes. Inbuilt predefined classes. Why the one you is that clear? Hello?
Sir.
Is that
Yes, you see that the one that the
clear
system
now?
generates is inbuilt class. Is that what
Thank
you said,
you.
sir? Am I correct?
Why custom class?
Hey,
Yes,
custom class.
yes,
Why the one that
exactly.
we created by ourselves is is custom class.
That's a custom class. Do you get it?
So network is not allowing me to hear you.
Don't worry, you can watch the video, okay? I don't know why my network is misbehaving. Can we proceed now?
Yes.
All right, thanks. So, list. What is a list? A list is a collection that can hold multiple items of the same type, right? It's a collection that holds multiple items of the same type. So we are all familiar with um creating variables, right? We're creating data one value. But there are cases whereby I want a variable that will hold a list of an item, or maybe let's look at the student management system or school management student. I want to store all the students in a variable. Let's say I have in a school, I have Precious, Ede, Samuel, Peter, right? I want to store these students in a variable. These are collection of students, right? I want to store these students in a variable. How am I going to go that? It would be wrong for me to do it this way. String students equal to Precious, Ede, Samuel, Peter. Who can tell me why this will not work? Who can tell me why this will not work? Hello?
Hello, hi.
Yeah. Do you want to try?
Okay, the reason why string students will not work. Okay, the reason why it won't work is because string on its own is a collection of characters. So it's not like it is differentiating
String
one.
collection? Don't say
So,
collection.
so sorry. Is a, let's say, when I say character, the character case is P space and the rest like that. It encapsulates everything all together. So it is not differentiating any word from each other. So far that it is in that double quote, it's taking everything as one, just as one. So that's the reason why it won't differentiate, okay, this from this or that. It won't differentiate Precious from Eden, from somewhere, from Peter. It's taking everything as a single entity.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So string, right? I have four different people, four different students, Precious, Ede, Samuel, and Peter. If I use a string for this, it takes them as one, right? That is why string, we can't use data type string to hold a list of students or to hold a collection of students or to hold students in that school. We can't use data type string for that. So there is a data type that helps us manage list of items. So if I want to store the list of students in a school, there's a data type that helps me to manage that. If I want to store a list of furnitures in my house, the data type helps us to achieve that. Do we all get it? Do we get that?
For me, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Ede Gift, is that clear? Network is bad. Marian Uba, is that clear? Do we understand it? Hello? Can someone hear?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Makes sense. Hello? Why is the
Hello,
class
sir, I
low?
can hear you. I can hear you from here.
Okay. Daniel, did I make sense with what I said? I want to know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's fine. So I think I would have to end here. In our next class, I would teach about collections, right? I'll talk about lists. I'll talk about arrays. List and array, there are differences. I'll talk about them because that concept is very, very, very important. I thought I handled that in our classes. I will talk about arrays. I'll talk about lists, difference between the arrays and the list. I'll talk about it in our next class before we go into ESP.NET Web API and all. So I'll talk about that in our next class. Okay. Any
All right, sir.
question?
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
any question? How is the assignments going? Who has finished or who have started?
Yay, the assignments. For me, okay, as the record is stopped.
Yeah, let me stop it first so that. Okay.